So on my YouTube channel, I had an OranjeLens who said, "Hey buddy, I'm not sure if you have a video of it, but I tried looking for your guide on how to defeat Infinity Ultron. I'm really having a hard time defeating him. By the way, I followed your guide on how to defeat Null, and finally I was able to defeat him, lol, after 4 years. Thanks, buddy." So the request basically is how to defeat Infinity Ultron. So I'm going to crank this up to my highest stage just to make sure I can go through some of the stages, and I'll try to pause and explain things. So this won't be like an ultimate guide. I'll try to do that down the road. If you are interested, remember, like this video, comment below, and I can and will make a guide for every single world boss. Alright, so setting ally team, it really doesn't matter which team I use, honestly. Like I said, it's just kind of give you the basic idea. So I'm just going to go into training mode since I already did my clears. So there's a few phases to look out for, and the main thing is to learn what each of the Infinity Stones do and how to avoid those attacks. So hopefully we can get quite a few of those. So the very first phase here, you're just going to kind of pummel on him. Remember, anything that's pink on the ground means it's unblockable. And you want to make sure that you do not get hit by one of the Infinity Stones, because then you get frozen. So yeah, the red, you just kind of avoid, and you just kind of pound on him as much as you can. You want to make sure that this bar, hopefully you can see my mouse pointer, this bar here, this pink bar underneath his health bar, if this fully charges, he goes into his next phase. So by pounding on him, you keep him from doing that. So having characters that do like a lot of damage or area damage, like AoE type stuff versus just burst, continuous damage is what you want to keep that bar down. So if you let him sit too much, it sucks. So when he starts using Infinity Stones, I'm going to point it out because I think those are the biggest points to try to pay attention to. You'll usually see him float up into the air right before he uses an Infinity Stone, so you can kind of signal what he's about to do, like that. So this one looks like he's about to use the red, which I think it's going to be the blades falling from the sky. You basically just don't let the blades hit you, so run around. Yep. Nope, this is a different one. So this is his orange one. When he's in this mode, this is not when he's fully awakened or transformed from this bottom bar. He's only going to drop 4 of these. They are stationary, and you'll see little purple circles, so there'll be 4. I'm pretty sure it's 6 in total when he's in his other mode. So just move out of the way of those 4 and don't walk on them. Now he's powering up. So that was his orange one. Now, he vanishes in 2 different phases. The first one here, I forget the exact number, so let's count it together, but it's going to show a huge bar. Just walk out of the bar. The other thing that you can do is swap characters, which will help you survive this as well. Please note that even though he's invisible, you cannot walk through this little circle area where he's at. If you try to walk past that, you'll get stuck, keeps you from advancing, and can help get you killed. So just wait for the bars and avoid them. So there's a bar, stay top. Here's a bar on the right. Oh, see, now I'm going to catch every single one of them. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's only 4. I am going to reset that. 5. So there's more on the second phase and time around. But as you can see, if you get caught on one of those, bumped at all, it's going to mess you up pretty good. So I am going to reset that. Because even though I think I could clear this with Loki, I'm going to want to do this with Thor. So continuing training. Now you get a chance to see it again. Maybe he'll use a different stone. So we'll point out each of the stones and what to look for. A nice little trick, too, when he's doing those circular mine deals that erupt is you can kind of stay in one area and kind of just walk just off of them to keep them clustered in the corner, or to run around the outskirts. If you run around all around in the middle, you're going to put them all over the place. You might run into them. All right, so again, we're just going to kind of beat on them. You want to try to lower him as much as possible, especially in this first phase here, to keep him from optimizing. Doing as much damage as possible. Right around now, he might start using an Infinity Stone. He's not yet. He's just doing his charge thing. I want to see him raise for another Infinity Stone here. I at least want to get one in this first phase again. Let's see. Here we go. Infinity Stone. So this one's a dash. He should do about 3 dashes in the other phase. I think it's only, yeah, 3. So with those, you see the purple bar. Move as far away from him to the other side of the screen as possible, or at least center. And as he's about to dash, walk sideways. Walking directly away from him or towards him is going to get you hit. So that's another one of his Infinity Stones, is the straight dash. Here we go. Powering up. Now, I am going to switch just in case, because I don't care if I lose Ronan. So there you go. Purple bar. Watch the order they drop in so that you can let them flash. See what I did there? The first bar that drops is where the first flash comes. So pay attention to the order that those 5 portals are dropping so that you can walk off of them in order. You can stand on a purple bar for a few seconds, but those bars appear and then the flash happens. So as long as you walk the pattern in the order they drop, you can avoid being hit by them. All right, so now we're going to switch back, and we're going to start beating on him again so he doesn't get optimized. Now, at 8, he always gets that invincibility shield, so there's really no point in attacking now unless you're trying to recharge like a 6 or something, because he becomes completely immune to damage for a short burst. Let's see, another stone here. This might be the blades. Nope. See how I can kind of cluster them together, and then I can run to the other side? I was hoping to get more of the Infinity Stones here. So again, now this one's going to have more than 5, but it's the same pattern deal, so watch the pattern. There's the top and then right. So, oops, top. Wanted to be off of that, not onto it. And then he's going to do another set. So top and then bottom and then right. See how you can just walk onto it after the flash happens? And now he's optimized. So hopefully there's going to be... So in order to get past this optimization stage, you have to hit him 3 times. When you hit him, he becomes invulnerable. So sometimes it'll wedge stones together and he'll use 4 stones. If any of the stones hit you, you are frozen, your character is gone, there's no way to salvage that character. If you can, hit him between each one. So you want to watch for the pattern on stones to hit him and knock down a chunk of his bar. Some lingering effects, if it's an AoE lingering effect, you could technically fire it off and then run around still, and it'll still hit him when he's targetable. But he does have a few seconds of invincibility. So let's see the stones, and I'll point out what they're going to do. So he's getting optimized. He has a purple bar. If you can get a hit here, great. Now run away. Ooh. Okay, so that... now it's going to go back to their phase. That's another one of his stones. The whole screen turns purple. Now, I was in auto attack mode with Loki, so I could not run towards it. That's why I switched to Ronan, because I'm like, well, great, now I'm in auto attack mode. It's hard to get that first part. You'll notice the purple bar here for his optimization, which is going to reset here, is got a chunk taken out of it. Again, you need 3 hits to get out of this mode, otherwise he keeps re-optimizing and recharging it. So there's this huge land. So far, what we've seen is we've seen the eruptions from the ground, the dashes, and the dive. You'll see at the bottom of the screen, it tells you the stone he's using. See the purple? This is the purple stone. So he jumps to the center of it is the purple stone. So if you see the purple, you need to look for that opening and stand in that one opening to survive this. So let him kill my character, and he's going to re-optimize. Remember, he has 6 different ones. So now he's re-optimizing. Yeah, you can hit him there a few times. I'm not going to attack him this time until after. So look at the bottom. So we have a yellow stone. Watch his yellow attack. So I'm going to come over here in the corner, just step off of it. Look how I cluster them. There's 6. And then I'm going to run up to him and hit him. So that's, I guess technically that's the orange stone. Now that he's doing the yellow stone, it's a ring. So orange is the little bursts. Purple is dropping into a huge splash. Yellow is the ring. Now, I might not be able to get out of this circle, so if I switch, I can actually survive it. So as soon as this comes up, I'm going to switch, and I don't get hit. Notice that bar is still dropping, so even if I hit him right away, it doesn't count. The green, I am not going to survive this. The green is going to be 3 dashes. Again, 1. See how I'm going away from him diagonally, 3 of them, and then hit. That time it counted because he had that invincibility, so even though I hit him, it didn't work because he has a few seconds of invincibility. So there's your green. So far we've seen at least 4 of the stones. There's 2 more. So again, one more time for repeating sake. We have orange, which are the bursts from the ground. We have purple, which is the big splash. We have yellow, which is the donut. And we have green, which is the dash. What is he going to do? Oh. Whew. See, there's the purple again. Next stone is blue. 3 waves. Walk up behind him. 3rd time. Hit him. Now he's back to normal. If he gets a chance to use all 6 stones, you're gone. His red one are blades dropping from the sky. So just run in circles. Keep moving to avoid being hit by the red blades. So those are his 6 attacks. That's how you kind of survive them. And then he's stunned for a second, so then you just wail on him until he's unstunned. And if you can wail on him quick enough, you get to kill him. So hopefully that helps. The stones are shortened, like I said, when he's not optimized. When he's optimized, it's those big attacks. But that's pretty much how you avoid them. When I avoid the red, I'll try to keep him in view, because eventually he'll drop his arm, and that means you need to start running towards him to hit him. Because the big thing is to make sure you get those 3 hits in and take off a chunk. You only want to do a tap attack, like hit him once and then get away. If you wail on him when he's optimized, it does nothing. Only 1 attack counts. So hopefully that'll help you clear it. I appreciate your question. Let's see. OranjeLens, if I'm saying that right. Appreciate your question. Hopefully that's helpful. Good luck. And let me know in the comments if you were able to clear him.